All right. I think we're live. I don't know if you guys know this, but we are doing it live. What is going on? How are we, my friends? Are we loud and clear? How's the audio? How's the video? Are we check 1 2 and we're good? Hope we're coming through strong this Sunday, the 23rd. Man, the year has gone fast. It has been so far it's gone fast. We're almost 2 months down. Dino, Rad, Samantha, Birmingham, Buck, glowing. I miss anyone in the chat thus far? Pork, good to see you, mate. At the hospital. You okay, Pork? Knee replacement surgery. Oh, shit, man. Hope everything's okay, bud. That sucks. Zig, good to see you, my friend. Humongous. I think I saw DZ in here before, the zombie. What's going on, legends? I hope we've all had a great week. Whatever the fuck we've been doing in the world. I hope it's all been good. Along for a Sunday sermon. We've got a few different things to get into today, but I thought we'd just make sure everyone's all good. I had abdominal hernia surgery last week. Oh, damn. Everyone's in the bit of the wars, it seems. Hope everyone's well. Sending out some Seagal love and cookies. Nothing that a bit of alcohol and some herbal remedies can't fix, I hope. But yes, good to see you all this week. We've got a bit of a mixed bag this week tonight. I've got a new video. I've had a bit of back pain since Tuesday. I went to the gym and I did squats, right? Nothing heavy, just body weight. But I was just trying to go a bit too deep, I think. And I just strained my glutes. The glutes. I strained my freaking glutes. So Keithy's done himself a mischief, as they say. Which is a bit annoying. So it put me back a little bit because all I could do was lay down. I mean, I couldn't wipe my ass. That's where we were at. So I'm glad that I could eventually get back. So we've got a new video tonight. It's a bit of a self-indulgent one by me. It's about the clown world that we live in. I think we're living in an alien TV show. I don't think this is like a base form reality. I think this is all fake, right? And then we're living in a different world where none of this shit's real. Like, yeah, this is just, I don't know what the hell this shit is. Donnie, good to see you, mate. How are you, bud? I've been editing and finishing on green screen. Awesome, man. Good to see you pumping away. I did warm up, Brad. I did some, I was on the bicycle. I was doing some bicycle. I usually do 2.5 minutes of some bicycle work, body weight squats, 2.5 minutes bike work. But I think the glutes were just tight because I've got a few injuries. Anyway, it is what it is. But I'm all right now. I'm getting better. We're moving on strong. More importantly, we've got shit going on tonight. So we've got a few Sensei Seagal AI clips. Nothing crazy today. Just a few Sensei Seagal AI clips. I don't want to go too crazy on that. Plus, like I said, I've been out of action. I just couldn't sit. Laying down was all I could do, and I couldn't even bang. So that wasn't even fun. So it's been horrible. Back pain and tooth pain suck balls. I'll tell you that much. I think we can all attest to that. Back pain and tooth pain are the worst. Anyway, so we've got some AI clips. I've got some new shirt designs I'd like you guys to give me your feedback on. We've got my new video for the week as well. Kat, good to see you. Welcome, Miss Fantastic. We've of course got another installment of Sensei or Not. Is it Sensei or Not? So we're going to be playing that at some point. I've got some random internet videos as well that I've come across that I found interesting and I thought would have a bit of a laugh at. And then, as always, I'll turn it over to you guys for the last 15 minutes or so. But we'll see how we go. Now it's time to do a poll on what we're going to do first. I might not necessarily go with what you say, but I just want you guys to feel like you're part of the process. And if I like your answer, I'll go with it. What to do next? A new poll. I don't know, Humongous. You got to be careful, man. That could be a bit of blasphemy. That could be blasphemy. Send it to me on. I don't know if you want to share it with me, send it to me on Discord. But yeah, we'll see. That's an interesting one. I should say first, not next. What to do first? All right, we're gonna go with AI Seagals. We'll get them out the way. New video. Sensei or not game. Whatevs. Cookies and Coke. Okay. We're going to run with that now. What's going on in the chat? I found a new Paul. New Paul. I heard that. He is Paul's cousin. He is Paul's cousin, Paul. I don't know where to go with that, mate, but I don't know. I don't even know what to think about that. Paul's cousin, Paul. What are the odds that Paul's going to have a cousin called Paul? I'm not too sure if that's likely. When I say tonight's videos, I've got a few of my own little enjoyable videos. And then I found a video about there's some bloke called Sensei Seth. I don't know if you guys have seen him before, but he went to a Systema class that must have been somewhere near him in America. And he kind of confronted it with a bit of skepticism. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how skeptical he is. It seemed interesting. I skimmed through it, and he did ask some questions. He wasn't rude. I mean, honestly, if you're going to go to these things, you can't just blatantly go out and say, "Hey, it's bullshit." You've got to approach it with a bit of tact and a bit of dignity and a bit of respect, even if what they're teaching is horseshit. The point is just to question it in a way where you expose them, right? And I think that would be fun. But anyway, there's a video about this guy who went to Systema,
with
their knife attacks, with their flowing knife attacks. So we might watch that later, depending on what you all think. It's interesting. It kind of fits into our Bullshito realm, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, there's a few videos there that I found interesting. I sent one. I mean, check this shit out. I mean, these guys are fighting on hard floor. I mean, I'm not gonna play it because it'll probably get demonetized. They always do, but it'll probably get taken down for community guideline strikes. But I mean, you can see what's about to happen right here. So, yeah. Don't come to America right now. We're having indigestion. How's the US? Who's coming to America? Oh, fishing. Nice, man. Birmingham. How's Birmingham going right now? I see a lot of videos about. I saw a video today actually on Birmingham. It was a YouTube short about this guy was just getting home with his bicycle. It must have been like an expensive bicycle, and two guys pulled up to try and steal his bike from his front yard. So America's having indigestion. Any chicks involved tonight? Well, there are some chicks involved in the video, Dino. Yes, one of the videos has chicks. I don't know if you're necessarily going to like it. You might to some degree, but there's women involved. Yes, not like the Chinese village or anything like the Japanese game show. It's a gangster paradise. Yeah, look again. Birmingham, I heard is a bit rough. I've got a few British friends, and yeah, Birmingham's a bit rough around the edges. Apparently, all right. What's going on with the votes? AI Seagals. All right, we'll check out the AI Seagals, then we'll play the game, and then we'll check out the vid. All right, I like the order it's going in. Now, AI Seagal is a bit of an interesting one today. Okay. First, we've got him in this form where he is essentially, well, he's multi-talented. We all know that Seagal's a musician, right? And we know that he is a talented actor, and we know that he's a martial artist. But did you also, and obviously an ethnic fluid deity, the first citizen to disarm a nuclear bomb, probably one of the only people I know that's been married to two women on two different continents whilst banging a third one, which is pretty impressive. But he can also play soccer or football, depending on where you are.
No, you think about me every night. Oh, that's sweet like it's so. Seeking sleep, baby, I know that means so.
He's a talented man. He's a talented man. Way too thin. He's a talented man. All right. Now there's two other videos that are Seagal related. I can't control what the AI does. So unfortunately, it doesn't always come out as you'd like it, right? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Now, I thought it would be fun to see what it would look like if Seagal was in the Matrix scene with what's his name? Morpheus. Now, ideally, I would want him to just be one person, but it's not that easy because you can't decide who it goes on or who it chooses. You'll see what I mean. I mean, it's fun otherwise seeing Seagal in jocks. And I know it's too thin. I know you guys are going to say it's too thin, all right, because it is. But in my defense, this is the photo I used. I used a fat bloke, right? It's not thin, it's a fat bloke. AI is just being very generous to him, being very generous, all right? I mean, even the package is quite modest, if we're being honest, even by Seagal standards. So I used that one, and I used another one here. I mean, even this bloke's fat. I've showed some of you guys before, but some of you may not have seen it. So I used hefty characters, but I think AI is just being very nice. I mean, this guy's got nice chesticles going on here. So I tried, but anyway, bullshit. Little clipless sunglasses. But I think if Seagal was in The Matrix, it would have been an interesting movie. Maybe not as Neo, but as Morpheus, definitely. No, the glasses never fall off. Oh, that was part one. There's a part two. I had to do that in 2 parts because I'm using a free program, so you know, you get what you get.
Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me.
I just wanted to add that in. Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me. All right, there's one more. I thought we'd finish strong, right? I thought I'd save the best for last. Now, again, it's not long, but the AI is not great, but the message is important. And I thought if I'm going to put him on a horse, there's only one outfit that would be appropriate for him. And those of you who have been around here long enough know exactly which outfit I'm talking about. So I put him on a horse. I put him in Braveheart. It wasn't great, but this is how it went.
I'm dying in your beds many years from now. Would you be willing to trade all the days from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom?
Now, again, possibly another movie where Sensei Biscuits and Gravy, could have just dominated. Freedom. It reminds me of a Beck and Hansen. What's happening, my friend? All right, what is going on? All right. Original Paul. Is that what you're sending me, Humongous? That's a female Paul. This is interesting. All right, we'll check this out. Humongous just sent me something on Discord. One moment. I'll go back into this mode. He just sent me a video which looks interesting. The weaker sex, sayest thou. Is this supposed to be a female self-defense class? Let's see how it goes.
As soon as I realize I'm going to be attacked, I hold my bag more firmly to my side. I grip his wrist, draw his arm forwards and upwards, and place my disengaged arm across his body. In this position, it's quite easy for me to dislocate his elbow. Although his other arm is free, it's quite impossible for him to strike me, as I'm merely...
Hold on a second. I mean, this is literally like probably what some of the... I've seen some of these videos before. I don't know if it was this one. Some very, very early Bullshito. But yeah, this could be one of the earliest ones. Who knows? Wei Whitley. Who's Wei Whitley? Explaining the aim of jujutsu. I'm guessing jujutsu is something like jujitsu.
As soon as I feel his arm around my neck, I lean slightly forward, grip his wrist and elbow, and by bending my knees, I lower my center of gravity, roughly speaking, my hip below his center of gravity, and by bending... I
think he's getting aroused. If I remove the caption, it looks like she's rubbing a bit of ass against crotch right there. There you go, Dino. You wanted women? There you go, mate. 1930s self-defense woman rubbing her butt against his crotch. That's about as erotic as it's going to get for you, I reckon.
Sharply forward.
Bam. That's a bit more like judo.
Notice I do not attempt to break away from his grip, but by bending well back and carry...
I love the voice they have back then where they speak like this. And don't worry about what's going on next, because what will happen is you're going to grab him by the wrist and throw him. It is brilliant. They all speak like they are commentators on some sort of racing platform. I wonder why. Batman?
Put his weight onto his toes. I turn my body, place his arm under mine, and in this position it's quite easy for me to dislocate his wrist, elbow,
Wrist?
his wrist, elbow, I catch his ankle, place my hand between his shoulders, and kick away his only support.
She's laying him out. By the way, there's no padding on the ground, right? There's no like absorbent mats and shit in 1933. This guy's getting tossed to the hard ground. That's what's going on.
Now I'm going to give him a real throw. I'm gripped in the same manner as before.
PSP, how are you, brother?
This time I draw his...
Baz Rutten's grandma. I like that. I like that. It could be. Could very well be. I don't know who May Whitley is, but we'll check her out in a moment. Especially interested in war? No, not interested in war.
Body upwards till it's in the form of a hoop. I lie gently on the floor, placing one foot in his tummy.
That would hurt.
In the infirmary.
Technology. Slow motion technology. I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Punk. If I can't really look at it now. I am good, Sensei. How are you? I'm good, PSB. I could believe this when I found it. Paul got rocked. Well, I mean, Paul. You mean Pauline? It's more like Pauline, I would say. But yeah, he's done for. I like that. That was interesting. That's not too bad. I can deal with that. I thought that was pretty funny. What's going on with the votes? We've got 31% AI Seagals. We've done that. Sensei or not games. Whatever cookies. Well, Sensei or not game or new video. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to play a little bit of the Sensei or not game. And then we'll go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. There's 9 of them. So we're going to play a few of them. All right. For those of you that don't know how we play this game, you have to guess whether or not it's Sensei. Okay. Now, depending on the number of people that are in the photo, I'll give you a number of what it is, and you go from there. I did not pork. Give me a moment. I'll have to cover the screen just so. Give me a moment, mate. Which one is it? Not that one. Here we go. Here. All right. Give me a moment, pork. Let me just have a quick squeeze. They look like AI. Are they real? It looks like AI photos. Pork just sent me some photos. Is that Corey? That's Corey Feldman, right? That's got to be AI. There's no way that's real. Corey Feldman and Seagal playing guitar. It looks like him, though. It looks like both of them, to be honest with you. Wrong era Seagal. This is the right era Seagal. But these ones here by AI are wrong era Seagal. He needs to have the sloppy goatee and the coked out eyes. But I like it. Nicely done. It does look like him. Especially like Corey. Corey looks like a fat Seagal there, which is brilliant. It is AI. It is AI, obviously. But no, not bad. Not badly done at all. All right, now we're going to play Sensei or not. We're going to play a few rounds of Sensei or not. All right, then we'll get into my video. And then we'll play a few more rounds of Sensei or not. And then we'll play some random videos that I found online that are humorous. And then we'll have a vote about something else later, about whether or not we watch that Systema video. And then we'll turn it over. But for now, all right. So how it works is you have to guess whether or not that is Sensei. All right. So depending on what the situation is, I'll give you a number as an answer and you answer it. All right. So in this situation, is that Sensei Seagal wearing a suit? Wearing a suit. 1 for yes, 2 for no. I'm curious to know because he's quite well dressed here and he looks somewhat svelte. So do we think that's Big Daddy Seagal there? I don't know what he's holding. It looks like a hairbrush. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Now, I'm curious to know how many of you guys remember. Now, obviously, I see a lot of photos of Seagal, so it's very easy for me to know what the right answer is. But I'm curious to know fat hands. Well, depends. Do you think they're fat hands? Is that a big whatever that is? Is that a envelope opener, a letter opener, or a knife? One looks familiar. Humongous goes with 1. All right, we got a lot of answers in there. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That's not a hey, cat. That's not a knife. This is a knife. By the way, we're going on the honor system of how many you get right and how many you get wrong. Yeah. All right. So you guys are all everyone's answers in. 1 for yes, 2 for no. All right. Well, here we go. About to find out. Oh, that is the man himself. He's pulling what looks like he's got a bit of a flared nostril pose. It looks a bit like a baboon. I think he was auditioning for Planet of the Apes here, but that is definitely him. Well, yeah. You snuck it. We'll give it to you, Buck. You snuck in right at the end there, right at the. I don't know if you snuck in or not, but that is the big man looking svelte. All right. Okay, we'll do 3 more of these, and then we're going to move on. Now, cancel that. Now, in this situation, there's 2 people there. So, do you think he's number 1? Do you think he's person number 2? Or if you don't think either of those are him, you put 0. Now, check out the physique. Now, I'm leaning towards a person on the left if I was a betting man. So it's either person number 1, person number 2, or 0 is neither of them. Now, it could also be neither. Maybe it's a trick. But that long coat looks familiar. I mean, look at the size of those hands. That's a pretty big looking hand, right? I don't know. I'm not trying to sway you. I'm just saying. That's a pretty decent sized hand. He does like to wear the long black leather coat, if you remember Diabetic Blade. But you know, again, maybe I'm misleading you because I do like to fuck around. I'm doing some head fucking here, you know. Yeah, snakeskin boots. I don't know. Are they snakeskin boots? I don't know what they are. I don't actually even know if does he wear shoes? He normally just wears a muumuu nowadays that cover his feet or his bare foot. All right, so 1 for Seagal, 2 for the other bloke, 0 for neither. All right, I think all the bets are in. All the bets are in. All right, well, we'll get rid of the obvious one. It's not that guy. And it's not this bloke. I think that guy's name is Chuck Zito. I don't know who that guy is. I think he used to be a security guard or something, didn't he? That's Chuck Zito. So the answer is 0. Those of you that got 0, you got it right. Is anyone 2 for 2? I think Humongous is probably 2 for 2. All right. Now we're going number 3. Now 1 for Seagal, 2 for not Seagal. Is this Sensei biscuit tins? 1 for Seagal, 2 for not Seagal. You know, it looks tall. It looks like it's at a movie premiere, but I've tricked before. The legs look thin. The legs look thin, don't they? I mean, they look svelte. If you look at the legs, I'll zoom in a bit. The legs do look a bit svelte. Even the stomach, you know, the jacket might be padded. It might be a padded jacket. 1 for yes, 2 for no. All right, so we've got a few ones. 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay. 2, 1. And Humongous, Humongous, what's your answer, Humongous? I'd like to, have you answered yet? I want to know what Humongous's answer. 1 jacket looks familiar. Okay. All right, everyone got their votes in. Dino's gone with 2. Okay. Clue, long fat fingers. Well, I mean, they don't look fat, but they might be. All right, we're ready? We're ready? Bam! It is old school Seagal. This is around Against the Dark, where he was killing vampires era Seagal. So those of you that got that, well done. Bam. All right, moving on to the next one. So there must be a bit of a delay here, clearly. Dave got that wrong. All right, moving on to this one. Now, this one just looks like a dude walking down the street. But is it Sensei on a movie set? Is that his svelte physique? Are those his sexy legs? Is that his bit of neck you can see? These are all questions that need answers. Is it 1 for yes, 2 for no? Is that Big Daddy? And I don't mean I don't mean the handsome guy in the background. That's obviously not him. But is that Sensei just taking a stroll, or is it just some fat dude that I picked out? 1 for yes, 2 for no. It's a tough one for the old humongous, eh? Dino's going with 4. There's no answer, Dino. That doesn't count. But this is the last one before we move on to we might do one more. We might do one more, then we'll move on. But 1 for yes, 2 for no. All right. Is anyone 100? Is anyone on 100% at the moment? Bucks are on 100%, are you? And what did you go with, Buck? Buck's on 100%. What did you choose, Buck, on this one? 1 or 2? I need answer. There he is. Now I think it's 2, but I'm sticking with 1. All right. It's time for the reveal. And it is indeed Sensei Seagal sporting that awesome rodent hair. See, a bit of a trick up there when I switched around. So, oh look, you're now 3 from 4. All right, you want one more before we move on? There's still more to go after. You want one more? Anyone want a chance to redeem themselves? I'll give you one more chance to redeem yourselves. Well done, Lars. Well done, Samantha. Well done. 3 out of 4 is not bad, Monstro. 3 out of 4s. All right, I'll give you one more chance to redeem yourself. This gentleman here. Now, is this? Remember, it could be early era Seagal. It doesn't have to necessarily be late era Seagal. Or is that just a bluff by me? You know, it does have the chain, but was he wearing those kind of clothes when he was younger? This is a tough one. 1 for yes, 2 for no. But again, I don't think Sensei Biscuit, Big Daddy Bumblebee, Big Daddy Bubble Butt, Big Daddy Sloppy Sack, Big Daddy Dreidel, Big Daddy Poopy Pants, all of the above. I don't think, I don't think he was into this kind of outfit. But 1 for yes, 2 for no. No one's 100% at the moment, I think, other than Buck. Buck's going for 1. All right. 2. Big Daddy Cookie Sack. Ball Sack Sweat. Yeah. Taint Tickler. Someone likes tarantula tits. All right, I'm going to reveal. We're going for the reveal. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Everyone got your votes in? This is your chance to redeem. We'll come back and play it later. But here we go. Bam, bam, bam. Holy Ghost of Bobby. Bam. That is not Sensei. I don't know who the fuck that is, but that is not Sensei. That's some other bloke. All right, so we're gonna. I don't know what your strike rate is, guys, but anyone on 100% or not? Truthfully, because I'm not following the answers, so we're working on an honor system. 4 out of 5 is very impressive, Glowing. Well done, Monstro. 4 out of 5 is very impressive. Very impressive. Anything above 4 out of 5 is quite impressive, really. 3 out of 5 is not bad. Beck and Hansen, not bad. Impressive. I lost my double or nothing. That's all right, Pork. You don't have to pay anyone, brother. It's all good. No one's under attack. 4 out of 5 is good. Yeah, you're pretty good at this, humongous. But I think you got an unfair advantage of seeing quite a bit of Seagal content, so you kind of are a bit more familiar. But you do well, man. You do well. Better than I expected anyone to. That's not bad. It's impressive. All right, we'll come back to that later. We got a few more going on here. Don't worry, we're not done yet. We got 4 more to play. I think that's it. Yeah, we got 4 more to play. But anyway, we'll do that later. Now, this week's video that I made myself is, like I said, it's a little bit of a self-indulgent project of mine. It's essentially, oh shit, I forgot to put the release time on it too. Sit tight while I do that. Sorry, mate. We're gonna have to reduce you. It's essentially about how I think that this world is not real. We'll schedule this for what time should we release it? We'll say midnight. We'll say 1 a.m. Midnight. Fuck it. We'll do midnight. Anyway, I haven't released this yet. I'd like to know what you guys think. It's not along the same path of Bullshito. What is coming up next is a gym Bullshito. And then I'm going to be coming back and doing that Bullets of Justice movie. And then there'll be some Above the Law. Man, this what else have I got on the list here? Bullets of Justice, Above the Law, Weng Weng, China Salesman, Kickboxer, Samurai Cops on the list, A Foreigner. Is there anything you guys want to add now that I can make note of? I've got a whole bunch of them somewhere, but Kenny Rogers. I know this is videos of Seagal. Any suggestions? Cyborg knees. I have no idea what cyborg knees are. Snipe to Roxbury with Kim Jong-un and Putin. I like that. The nurses don't want to leave our room. My wife needs knee replacement surgery. All right. So this one again, like I said, is a little bit self-indulgent. Let me guys. I'm just going to play it. Pork. I'm not going to stop it too much, but I'm trying to let you guys hear it. It's going to be released in half an hour anyway. But anyway, like I said, this is a little bit of my rant, but I'm just trying to. Yeah. If aliens are real, I can guarantee they have no interest in communicating with us voluntarily. They will keep an eye on us, but we would essentially just be a channel they watch on interdimensional cable. Is the audio all right, by the way? Are we sounding all good? I'm just stopping for an audio check. We all good with the audio? I'll go one further and tell you that I think we live in a simulation that serves as entertainment for other life forms. Whatever we're living in cannot be real.
I once sold a tub of spit for like £200.
Now, why do I say that? Other than the fact that I have a channel dedicated to the awesomeness of a washed-up, delusional, yet stunningly beautiful and majestic 80s star? Well, this shit. I tell you what, I'll line up the evidence, I'll bring the receipts, and if at the end of this video you still think this is real and not some sort of fake computer simulation or a TV show for aliens. By the way, there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be frustrated by the shallow cesspool of humanity we see. We have an echo on my voice on the video. Okay, interesting. I don't know what to do about that. Then I'll commit to becoming one of these god-awful, annoying yeast infections.
These meat emojis that you see on the screen right now are offensive to trillions of vegans, myself included, all around the world. I am an extremely rich and famous person, and I should not be having to deal with this in my comments. Enough is enough. Stop.
Over on the Interdimensional Politics and News channel, our world leaders consist of a dude that used to be a comedian.
In 2015, he starred in Servant of the People as a history teacher who becomes president of Ukraine after a video of his character ranting about corruption goes viral.
Embroiled. By the way, I didn't actually realize that Zelensky played a character where he goes on about corruption and then he goes on to become prime minister or president, and then that shit really happened in real life. I mean, you couldn't make this shit up. You couldn't make this shit up. We're not living in a real world.
Goes viral.
Embroiled in a war with a man that is best friends with the legend Steven Seagal.
Vladimir Putin.
The leader of the most powerful country in the world is this bloke.
Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
19 years! She's almost there.
But before him, it used to be this bloke.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him
over $1.3 billion.
Now, I don't consider it being political if you mock both sides equally. So anyone that's going to say politics, no, it's not politics. It's mocking people who just happen to be politicians. That's what it is. A YouTuber who was banned in Japan for being a total dick knob can now be a member of parliament in Cyprus.
I can't believe that this is real life.
There's probably enough tater tots to vote in a woman-beating sociopath as a member of the UK Parliament. Their meetings are like episodes of Jerry Springer.
After his own pocket, I still refer to him as Dodgy Dave.
I mean, that's Taiwan Parliament, by the way. That's Parliament in Taiwan. These motherfuckers going to brawls and shit. And honestly, I'm just going to finish it off with this ass word here.
The future of mankind. So we'd like you to...
we would like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind. It's more inclusive.
There we go. Exactly. Yes, thank you.
We can all learn from each other.
In the words of Bernie Mac.
Enough said.
If we flick over to interdimensional food and lifestyle channels, we see food that should definitely not be consumed by humans, or even called food, is eaten in excess by porkies that have babies' torsos for forearms and can survive without nourishment for a decade. I mean, this whole mukbang thing, man, it's just ridiculous. It's not like they're chowing down. Like, have you noticed that none of these mukbang things consist of chowing down on heaps of broccoli or carrots or, you know, Brussels sprouts or asparagus? It's always like chowing down on disgusting shit. People, what's the joy that people take here? I'm actually curious to know. What do people enjoy about mukbang? The food, the fatties eating the food, someone else eating and not them. I don't get the joy. Someone fill me in on what the joy is here.
And they have a huge selection of chicken sandwiches, though.
Good luck with your deer hunting, Grandpappy. Hope you catch some nice deer meat for the fam. Scotty, good to see you, brother. Meanwhile, you've got roughly 10% of the population going hungry with barely enough to eat every night.
Oh, that's a big bite.
Listen, man, I respect people's right to do whatever they want. I don't think they're harming anybody other than themselves. I mean, she literally looks like she's got inflatable pillows for arms. And it's not about fat shaming people. I'm hardly in slim condition myself. I'm in Sensei Seagal condition. But I mean, what are we doing here? Like, we're literally, they only do this more and more because they make money off it, right? Like, it's just. But hippos be having orgasms from eating until their stomach literally tears open live in front of the world.
Woman has recently died from overeating in a mukbang live stream video. She collapsed in front of thousands of live viewers and died because her stomach ripped open from the large amounts of food she has consumed during the live stream.
So someone actually died. Not this chick. I don't know if this chick's still alive. I don't know who this is. I just literally found a video about mukbanging people, and I found this lady making all sorts of orgasm noises. But that other lady died. Her literally her stomach tore open and she died. I don't know if she's Chinese. I think she was Chinese. It's a very, very strange things. Well, yeah, what she's eating here literally is probably 2 days worth of calories more. I mean, there's a drink there, and that's probably some kind of chili, right? Chilies or something, chili. So she's two massive burgers. That's your whole day's food and then some if you're exercising, and she's not exercising, I assume. It's just unhealthy. It's just people watching this. It's just I'm not trying to tell people that you have to be spreading happy videos and lovey shit. But this shit is just it's like literally as bad as telling kids to go take heroin or gamble. The Animal Channel highlights species fluidity as humans are now animals and dress and act like creatures.
But this day is going to be even more beautiful.
I'm just going to have to stop it there again. So I did Google what a Therian was. Now, I had an idea. I thought it was people that dress up like furries, right, essentially. But it's just anything that's a non-human being, typically an animal. And this is what Google said, by the way, which might be a wolf, bear, cat, or maybe even a worm. Because, you know, why not identify as a worm? I don't even know what that means, but I get the furry thing. I'm not gonna lie. If there was some hot chick who like was wearing like a furry outfit with like cut out titties and ass section or something, that would be hot. Even though you can't really see if they're in a outfit though, so there's no real sexiness. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you can you can identify as whatever you want, man. Identify as a man, bear, pig. Identify as whatever. I'm just concerned that these people are out in public doing these things. That's all I'm saying, right? Yeah. Gathering groups to sniff each other's asses and piss on trees.
I did a custom barking like a dog, but I think that's pretty normal now.
You did what, sorry?
A custom video, like barking like as a dog. And I got paid to do that and like acting like a dog, but
I did a custom barking like a dog, but I think that's pretty normal now.
And embarrass their parents in public and upload it to the internet. There's a whole bunch of people, by the way, wearing dog masks in public. I'm just saying. What do you think the people in the background are thinking here? Like, what do you think these people are thinking here? Do you think they're terrified? This guy on the left here looks terrified. This lady, they're all clutching their whatever they're holding. He's filming, I think. I'm pretty sure this guy here on the left, he's filming this guy doing stupid shit. This lady here is clutching her bag. She's looking at the camera like, what are you filming this moron for? It's all very strange. What's going on here? I think Nikocado Avocado has lost weight. I saw that. Adela $100. I'm gonna get this lady. That's good. That's good, pork. As long as you're helping someone out, man, that's good. As long as you're helping someone out, you know, paying it forward in some way to someone less fortunate. Am I on painkillers? No, I'm on a lot of weed tonight, Dino. A lot of weed. So I'm pretty damn high. But no, my back is a bit tender. It's not great, if I'm being honest. Ugh. But the show must go on. Anyway, this guy's definitely filming. Eternal Another Dimension. This guy's, I don't know what this lady here is doing. Everyone's quite concerned about this animal guy. Anyway, that's the whole point. Let's click over to the biology and medicine channel to learn that this is now a man.
What do you do if your friends keep asking you what your dead name is and you don't want to tell them?
Of course you would. Because you look like fucking Shrek.
Okay, now, this is not anything other than this lady looks like Shrek, right? Like, I don't care if it's a he or a she, or, I don't want to dead name this thing. Let's just call it this thing. But tell me it doesn't look a bit like Shrek.
You would. Because you look like fucking Shrek.
There's a little bit of, am I wrong? Is there not a little bit of Shrekiness going on here? Especially right there.
What do you do if your
That's got Shrek all over
friends
it.
keep asking you what your dead name is and you don't?
Shrek.
People want to say that I don't experience.
This is now a woman.
People want to say that I don't experience PMS symptoms, but I've been cramping incredibly bad all day. So yeah, PMS symptoms are ruining my Disney trip.
Finally. There's all sorts of stuff in between.
Pronouns of the day are ze, they, it. So this bundle of pronouns has two neopronouns. I am trigender, which means like a triangle, I have three genders. Male, female, and non-binary. And the difference between trigender and gender fluid is that I feel all three of these genders at the same time.
Now, I'm wondering if any of this stuff's considered controversial or political, because this to me is just hilarious. I don't know if this is considered left or right politics, but I mean, she's got like just I don't know what's going on. I don't even know. Are you transgender? This is not hate at all, and she's all three at once. I don't even know what that means. It's just interesting to me. Like, is this real? I don't know if it's real.
All the time.
Okay.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Thanks for the tip. And there's this thing that isn't even trying to be human.
He called me, and one finger cuts the gato, Moreno, and one finger is my work.
You're not a doctor, right?
No.
You don't have any kind of medical studies. Official medical.
No.
Official.
So this guy, I don't know if you guys have seen this guy, but he's like an alien, and he cuts his fingers off. He's cut two of his fingers off, so he's only got these fingers now. He's put a thingy through his lip. Oh shit! I don't know if he's expanded beyond that now, but he's yeah.
Body modification is not real legal in every country of the world.
There's also a whole subspecies that's barely human, known as the Karen. And it comes in many forms.
What are you doing to me outside this house? What are you doing? I live here. You don't live here? What are you doing? Can you get your hands off my car, please? No. Please. What are you doing? Leave, go away. What are you doing? Go away. Way up to the fucking Zimbabwe, you stupid little pen. Get away from here.
but all equally fucking annoying.
You motherfucking accuser! Get the fuck out of here! Oh, you motherfucking accuser! Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker!
Personal development. There's a lot of crazy people out in the world, man. Karens are my favorite. I mean, there's a whole section of Karens out there. Miser, yeah, no one knows what happened to Miser, man. I hope he's all right. I mean, you know, if he's gone on to bigger and better things, you know, power to him. But I just hope the dude's all right. We are essentially, I'm telling you, we're a TV show for aliens, man. That's what's going on. We're a TV show for aliens. We are. We have to be. Channels perfectly demonstrate the sort of behavior we reward and embrace.
I'm Allie, better known for Al Weezy, and I'm your certified bad.
So you can just go fuck yourself. Literally, I hope this video smacks the fuck out of you.
There are 3 signs that no one thinks you're a real man. Number 2, you don't have a 6-pack.
Cause you're a cunt with a vagina cream.
Number 3, you've never gotten in a physical altercation.
Baby bitch, baby girl.
And the heroes and role models for our youth are these people.
I didn't know that about you.
Hey, don't hate on me. These are the people that are part of our society. These are the people that could be teachers of your kids, carers for your parents or grandparents, local people that pack your food in restaurants. Just think about that. Everyone just think about that, yeah?
What do you know?
That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
This is hilarious, by the way.
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music. And that's not all I do. I make music. I act. I'm a TV star too, a young mogul.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said.
No,
I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby. I don't think.
You stupid bitch.
What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
Little Kim is looking good. I like that. Good old little Kim back in the day. She was a dirty little thing, wasn't she?
So you think. I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician. No, baby. I do the music. So you, just really quick, for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician? None of that. But then after that, you just said I do music. Yeah, I do music. So in other words, you're a musician. No, I'm not. Okay.
I mean, as far as I know, that's all real, yeah. Like this chick's just really like not very intelligent. She's a bit of a dumb as dog shit. Am I right? Like, she's not really intelligent.
Music. So you, just really quick, for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician? None of that. But then after that, you just said I do music. Yeah, I do music. So in other words, you're a musician. No, I'm not. Okay.
Which takes us to the finance channel, where money has replaced religion as the chief ideology, and you ain't shit if you ain't rich.
Number 1, you make less than $50K a month.
My farts have made me over $25,000, and here's how I did it.
I heard you needed some fart.
The guy who's right behind you, who you were gonna beat, but you slowed down to play 1 hour of video games, crosses, and he beats you, and then he takes your future wife and he impregnates her.
Parmesan makes my farts smell extra sulfury, but mozzarella gives me those big, bubbly farts.
There's one quick. All right, so what gives you guys the more bubbly farts, Parmesan or mozzarella? What do you find gives you a more potent fart? You know, that's the question we should be exactly. It's what I do. I ask the big questions. New subs who farts. Creature that has a greater net worth than most countries' GDPs and constantly lies out of his ass. By the way, I did look up how rich Elon Musk is. So he's got a net worth that's greater than the GDP of over 150 countries. Some small, some pretty big. That's just ridiculous. But people eat it up with a spoon because he's just like you. Well, he's not, and he might actually be a fucking alien.
Car.
This guy's such a lying piece of shit. I've used this clip before, but I've also added a new one in as well about Mars.
Next year will probably be 90% capable of autopilot. Like, so 90% of your miles could be on auto.
We're probably only a month away from having autonomous driving, at least for highways and for relatively simple roads. The Model S and Model X at this point
he just lies.
Can drive autonomously with greater safety than a person.
right now.
That's just the face of a liar.
When do you think realistically human beings will land on Mars for the first time?
I think I feel fairly confident about 6 years.
I don't even care about all the politics shit that's going on with the trumpet and what he's doing with Doge and all that shit. I'm just talking about the fact that he bullshits his ass off to make a shitload of money, right? To just lie to people so they believe him, and his share price goes up. He's worth millions of dollars or billions of dollars that he then just leverages to just take out money and probably invest it in shit that actually does make money, unlike his fucking...
Years from now. So the Mars, Earth-Mars synchronization occurs roughly every 26 months. So we had one this year, this summer, and so that means in roughly like about 2 years, there'll be another one, and then 2 years after that. So I'd say if you say 6 years from now, I think highly confident. If we get lucky, maybe 4 years.
So he's saying in 6 years from now, pretty safe, there'll be people on Mars, which is not happening because that's next year, or 4 years if we get really lucky, which they haven't even sent shit to Mars yet. As far as I know, nothing's gone to Mars at this point. Like he hasn't sent a fucking cock to Mars yet.
And then we want to try to send an uncrewed vehicle there in 2 years.
We're still on track for being able to go cross country from LA to New York by the end of the year, fully autonomous. But next year, for sure, we'll have over 1 million robo-taxis on the road. I'm extremely confident of achieving full autonomy and releasing it to the Tesla customer base next year. When do you think Tesla
That's fake hair. Well, let's not judge someone on their fake hair because, you know, we know someone else who's got fake hair that's pretty awesome, Sensei Seagal. So, just saying.
I mean, it's looking quite likely that it will be next year.
Why would he send his cock to Mars? Well, I don't know if you've noticed this, Chrysos, but he likes to procreate. He likes to impregnate as many people as possible. So I think he needs to send his cock to Mars first so he can bang all the Martians there before he arrives. That's why. So this was 2021 when he was talking to Lex Friedman, who, by the way, did a study in electric vehicles and is the biggest Tesla shill and Elon Musk cuckboy ever, and also probably an industry plant. All these guys are industry plants. This is 2021, right? He said they'll have full level 4 driving cars. As of now, when I Googled this, they haven't even got level 2 full FSD, full self-driving. And he's talking about having level 4 by the 2021, 2022. It's just bullshit. I got nothing against him buying Twitter. Bullshit. They never went to the moon. Well, it's a good question for the poll, Dino. Did we go to the moon? I mean, I was going to put an option of cookies, but I thought I better not, because if I do that, then people aren't going to take the poll seriously. But let's see what people say. Full self-driving, apparently, by the way. Lexi's pro-Ukraine too. Why doesn't he go to war and fight the big bad Russians? I mean, even beyond all that shit, whether or not Musk likes Russia or likes Russia, right? Obviously, Seagal likes Russia. That's a different story. They lie. Well, I'm talking about his pure lies that helped him get. He's a smart dude, yeah. But he's also, what happened to his hyperlink bullshit, hyperloop under the ground? That all went to shit. Motherfuckers putting chips in people's heads to help people. That's great. I got no. But then what? Next is Earth flat. Yeah, maybe. That's why we're going to the next is Earth flat. Well, I'm responding to Dino's Dino because right now Dino, if I'm not mistaken, he is on a international space station, aren't you, Dino? Dino's actually on the International Space Station right now, so he would know more than anyone else would. If you believe they put a man on the moon. It's not one store. By the way, if you didn't see the video earlier, it's one small step for people kind, not mankind anymore. Justin Trudeau said so. How many people do you know that can actually keep a secret? Not many. You know, shouldn't be able to access the internet. I should ask you how many people. Do we go to the moon? That's high. That's lower than I thought. I thought more people would have said yes. I wonder if who shot JFK? What about that? We'll do that one next.
It's just a level of bullshit.
For the 18+ aliens watching, two slappers are currently competing for who can be the biggest degenerate alive and tarnish their entire bloodline permanently.
It's official. Month's time, I'm so excited to do the world's biggest live stream of a birth.
Some women struggle to get pregnant, which is horrible. And
I don't know why it's not synced up the audio. That's annoying, but
I have a lot of spare, so I want to help resolve that.
all right. Next poll. Sorry to stop again. Next poll. Do we think the hoes are preggers? Damn it. Fuck off. I mean, are we believing that they're pregnant here or what? Are we actually believing that? It can't be. I mean, the probability's got to be there that they probably did get pregnant from one of these dudes, unless they took a pill, right? 1,000 dudes. You tell me one of them didn't accidentally slip one through? And how are they going to find out who's the father of the? I mean, they're obviously not going to care who. They're not going to keep it, but they probably went and got artificially inseminated afterwards so they could get attention. They may not have got. I'm presuming they took some kind of what are they called? Birth control. But I reckon they went and got knocked up afterwards, and then just for the attention. Honestly, I feel like that's where we're at with these nutcases. Sensei's in there dancing, by the way, just for the fuck of it. There's no reason for him to be there, other than the fact I can. 1, 2, 3. Like, there's really no need for him to be in here, other than he looks majestic and handsome and beautiful and svelte and charming and gracious and graceful. Sorry, graceful. Almost every brain-dead bimbo has now gone legs akimbo. And if you still don't believe that this is not real, let's have a little speed round. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck this is.
Small potatoes, small potatoes, small potatoes, small potatoes, small potatoes, small potatoes, small potatoes.
Can someone check on Monster Labs? He might possibly be having a stroke. You shouldn't be smelling tuna or burnt toast, by the way. Timu X-Men. Yeah, it does. Timu X-Men. That's a good one. Or Power Ranger. Timu Power Ranger, maybe. The blue Power Ranger. Though he should probably be dressed in black as a black. Wasn't the black Power Ranger? He was black, right? The black Power Ranger was black, wasn't he? That's awesome, Cat. That's how it should be.
Potatoes.
You pissed me off.
This guy's one of my favorites.
I'm a poop in the upper deck.
I've used him before, but he's worth it.
Check. Mate. Bitch.
I've gone back to being a child. I don't want to be an adult right now.
I mean, honestly, this guy says he wants to go back to being a child because he doesn't want to be an adult right now. No one wants to be a fucking adult right now.
Gone back to being
a child's way more fucking fun than being an adult, right? Am I wrong?
A child. I don't want to be an adult right now.
All right, now this chick here, she eats raw chicken, man. That's raw chicken. That's raw. Like, what are we doing?
No reaction.
So she takes another bite of raw chicken. Like, what's going on, man?
All right, so let me know in the comments if my theory is sound, or am I becoming a girly boy vegan and no longer enjoying dead animals as sustenance? If I'm right, and this is just a TV show for aliens, you should feel obligated to like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, you're probably an alien that hates humans, or you're a traitor to your species. Either way, you suck.
You're a piece of shit. And I'm ashamed of you.
There's an awesome range of merch that will make...
Skip all that shit. I'll show you the merch range now. By the way, I'm waiting for a couple of my designs to get approved. They haven't approved the Seagalian Army or Sensei Seagal yet. But at the moment, we've got first few sales on the new Seagalian website, which is great. The new Seagalian merch store. At the moment, it's free delivery for, I'm guessing, standard shipping, whatever the fuck that is. So there is free delivery. So if you're interested in draping yourself in some sort of Seagal shit, or maybe get yourself a teddy bear or a hat. I don't know what the hell that is, but cuddle toy. Go nuts. But I'm waiting for approval of a couple of these. Also, I want to know what you guys think about this. I was thinking about doing a different anybody seen Richie style. Thoughts? Be honest about the feedback. If you think it sucks, tell me. Don't just say it's good for the sake of it. What do you think? Sucks? Not sucks? I'm going for a new style, you know. I got that one already. I was thinking about putting that on the shirt. That's pretty awesome. Sensei Seagal as avatar. I don't know why, but it's awesome. Yeah, that one. We got that one. I thought about changing the anybody seen Richie? Anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo? You know, I'm just playing with some things, you know, playing with some things. Richie's cool. That one you can't see because it's not. It says anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo? You know, maybe a different thank you, Paul. I was just playing with some shit. I like the Richie. I do like Richie. There's another version of Richie. But yeah. Ernesto, good to see you, mate. What's going on? There is a Richie shirt. There's an anybody seen Richie shirt, but quickly. There is a thank you, Paul shirt as well. I'm guessing a lot of you guys haven't actually been to the merch store because there is a thank you, Paul shirt. It does need upgrading though. You're right. It does need upgrading. I just upgraded the but it could be an illusion shirt. I'm pretty happy about this design. I like that. But it could be an illusion. But there is a thank you, Paul, somewhere. I just can't. Well, there you go. That's the style of Paul. There you go. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul exists already. Yeah. Anyway. Nah, man, don't worry about it. I'm trying to get feedback on designs more than anything else. But if you guys like the designs, then I'm happy with that. I like the red and yellow. All right, thank you, Chrysanthi. This one seems to be the winner. All right, I dig it. Anybody seen quickly? Anybody seen quickly? No, nobody seen. Oh shit, nobody seen quickly. Fuck, what did I do there? Let me just check I didn't fuck up the microphone and the camera. No, we're good to go. All right. Paul must be the shizzle. Paul is the shizzle. Are you not aware of Paul? Have you not seen Paul before? Beck and Hansen. I'll tell you what, if you haven't seen Paul, then you need to go and check out the I can't remember what it's called. Tiger Moves. Okay, what's the Paul video? Does anyone know what the Paul video is called? I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Total Self-Defense. Total Self-Defense and the Friend Everyone Needs. Go check out that video. You want to check out some Paul? Do it afterwards. There is no new footage of Paul. The only footage of Paul is the Paul footage that I've got on file. I mean, look, you want to see more footage of Paul? The only footage of Paul that exists as it stands, one sec, is...
You're not...
Sorry, champ, one sec. Total Self-Defense. John Mick. All right. So there's 2 hours of this, right? Obviously, and Paul's in it, not the whole time. Paul doesn't come into it till about here.
Nerve, it knocks out. If you hit the base of the...
So I have
that's
this
another key
somewhere.
Target, the eye socket. That's a knockout point. If you strike that eye socket, you bounce the eyeball in.
I've pretty much put all the best parts of Paul. You know, Paul's around, but he hasn't done anything since this. You know, Paul. And there's B-roll footage of Paul. If you want to see more B-roll footage of Paul, I mean, look at his patience.
So what I do is I
look at his
jump
patience,
off,
and he leans into it.
and my body weight is moving forward at the same time. So we'll speed it up a bit from here. He's there. I jump in and hit.
Bam! Look at him! Look at Paul take that like a real champ.
Now, when you have a joint area, I told you,
I mean, I could make a compilation. I could make a compilation of every minute of Paul in the video with some nice, maybe some nice music underneath. Look at that.
Here's how I use this shot. Let's say he's up there like that as a wrestler. All I do is from here, I jump in on him and smash the bone in there. Okay, now, another thing, if Paul were in a boxing stance, let's say his left foot forward. like
Paul is a bit of a
boxing,
legend.
I'll show you
I mean,
another
he just takes
This
it all
is
in
a
his
look at
stride.
me hooking in to his thigh.
He just takes it all in his stride, keeps his shirt tucked in. His shirt never becomes untucked, by the way. Nor does his moustache ever become unmoustached. It always remains the same level of moustache. But anyway, Paul is a bit of a legend. It might be worth making a thank you, Paul compilation of all the thank you, Pauls, but maybe some nice montage music, a tribute music, while I show more about Paul. You know.
Or the bladder. That's the jumping knee shot. Very powerful.
Don't fuck with J-Mac. That's not Paul. You can tell that's not Paul because he just oversells it unnecessarily. You see? Definitely not Paul. Fuck, I don't remember this video. What's going on here? I think she gets attacked. If I'm not mistaken, I believe she gets attacked. That's not Paul. Paul wouldn't do a thing like that. See? Definitely not Paul. Paul doesn't behave like that. That guy was just unnecessarily not Paul-like.
A bear hug where.
See, look at him. Look at him. He's not afraid to get in there and put the hands around J-Mac.
All right, I'm in a bear
You
hug
know?
right now.
But still, notice that Paul is maintaining a respectable crotch-to-crotch distance. He doesn't go crotch on crotch because that's encroaching on J-Mac's personal space. But he also doesn't stay too far away as to not be able to do the scene. So you got to respect his crotch awareness. Let's call it crotch spatial awareness. I'd say.
I'm in immediately, and I poke to the eyes. From here, notice how the thumb is against the hand, not loose, protected by chambering and against the hand. I poke straight in. If I miss, I push the eyeball. If I come in and I hit there.
You can tell Paul is willing to lose it. Paul is willing to lose an eye. I can see right there. He's willing to lose an eye. He's not afraid to lose an eye. He will do it.
I drop and push that eyeball in. So from here, I'm in a bear hug. I can't move backwards. I can't get away from it. He's got a lot of power on me.
Poor Paul. I mean, he's got a lot of.
So
I mean,
immediately I attack
it's probably
the
a good
eyes.
stench,
If he
right?
does
Of
this,
old
he can
man
break
smell
my
going
back.
on.
So I'm justified in attacking the eye. If he's a 300-pound wrestler, he breaks my back in a second. I'm through. There's no more self-defense for me. And size is important. A 300-pound wrestler.
By the way, Paul's having to maintain that position in a semi-squatted position. That's his glutes will be working, and his quads will be working overtime.
Wrestler's got an edge on me. I'm 190. Against 300 pounds, I don't have much of a chance.
Hey man, hey Ernesto, there is no way Paul is a rapist. Now, J-Mac on the other hand, I'm not going to say anything about, but Paul is the kind of guy that goes to the rescue of rapists. I mean, rapists of the woman getting raped, not rapists, of the woman getting raped. That is unacceptable commentary. That is unacceptable, Ernesto. You're going to say 3 hail senseis and 3 thank you Pauls. 3 hail senseis and 3 thank you Pauls. Otherwise, that's right.
Unless I move fast.
You're gonna get your punishment from the rest of the audience for that blasphemy, Ernesto.
The key targets. And that's what I'm teaching you. The power strikes of combat karate, even against a powerful wrestler. You poke in his eye, he's going to stop. So you poke from here right into the eye. Thank you, Paul. Now, the eye.
As one of the infamous thank you Pauls. Anyway, I don't want to go through the whole thing because there's a lot of thank you Pauls going on through the thing. I've got a compilation of thank you Pauls.
Freewheel right through the target. We showed you the Adam's apple. I'll just bring Paul over here. We had the Adam's apple. Side of it. Vagus nerve, right?
See how Paul opens himself up to it? He opens
This is a
himself up.
knockout point.
Anyway.
This can be lethal. Right in here, Adam's apple. You want to knock somebody out? Take
Paul looks like he's bracing himself for imminent death.
the vagus nerve. Another chop would be coming down into the brainstem, coming down like this, chopping down and through. The hand makes a circle and chops into that brainstem. That's a knockout point. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
The reason it's a knockout point when you hit the brainstem at the base of the neck, the brainstem is in all
You talked about for 5 minutes. I like it.
3 brains, 3 parts of the brain. All right, the brainstem controls consciousness.
Why?
It controls the heart rate. It controls blood pressure. It controls breathing. You attack the brainstem by coming down at the side of the neck.
By the way, I searched everywhere for information about Paul as much as I could, right? I don't know why Rocky Marciano's in here. I looked everywhere for information about Paul from this
Or you hit
from
the
this
back
video,
of the neck,
and I couldn't
high
find
in the
it.
neck, not the cervical vertebrae, but the brainstem itself. which is
I was
high
really
above the cervical
upset.
vertebrae.
I wonder if
You hit that
ChatGPT could
by
find more.
chopping to
Once
the
AI
side,
gets smarter, I
to the
reckon
neck,
AI can
or
track
to the
down Paul.
brainstem, or you want to
But
come down into the base
easily
of the neck,
enough.
you chop down.
We'll find some info,
Notice how
but
my body center drops when
he's
I hit.
he's not
Are you over this
he's not
bar?
there. See, I thought originally I thought that may have been Paul, but then I thought, no, this guy's just a Paul imposter with a lot more attitude. Because Paul would never do that. Obviously, he wouldn't pick a fight. Paul ends the fights. He doesn't pick the fights. I don't know what this fucker was doing though.
I'm gonna bust you all over this bar.
That's Paul's. I think that's Paul's evil cousin, if I'm being honest. But anyway,
Here's the chop. The upswing.
yeah, Paul's evil cousin gets slapped around. Not Paul. Not Paul. There's a lot of not Pauls here. People that think they're Pauls, but they're not. You know, got sidetracked. That's enough about Paul. We'll get to the Paul compilation in a second. Yeah. What was I going to do with Gomez? I think we did that. Yeah, all right, we're going to go with it. Now, I've got some random clips here that I found. Okay. Some of these are just YouTube shorts that I found amusing along the way. Paul is a kind, never enough, Paul. Paul is a kind man. Well, this guy here is another. This guy's here is
Move your car. I'm set.
Paul's evil cousin again, I think, by the way.
I've been waiting for that spot. I didn't know it was your spot. Yeah.
This is some classic 80s self-defense shit, by the way.
Well, it is my spot. Now move it. Okay, I'll move it. You better believe you'll move it, or I'll move it for you. Move it now. All right, take it easy. Give me a break. I'll give you a break. I'll break your arm.
J-Mac is not to be messed with. Look at those tight pants. That's all I'm going to say. Those handsome pants. I think Paul pretty much plays his role there within here.
Out, that's lethal. That can kill. If you had a fight, squeeze, and from this squeezing with this right in here, I step back to relieve pressure.
Okay, before we finish up, we're going to move on. I know I said I was going to move on, but just one more Paul thing before we move on.
Reduce his leverage, and I squeeze right in here. Now I'll show you.
Now, this is where J-Mac goes really hard on Paul.
What we're at. We'll do a close-up of this, and we're squeezing with this finger and the thumb. We're grabbing right behind the windpipe, and from this angle, I think you can see it. We're right behind the windpipe in here. Now we're squeezing hard. If we squeeze and pull out, that's lethal. That can kill. If you had a fight for your life, you'd never think twice about doing that. All right?
I like how he's got his hand on. See how he's gently bracing Paul? You can see that they've got a nice rapport. He's got his hand gently on Paul's head.
A knife in you now, you squeeze and pull out with all you had. But if you want to immobilize somebody high on drugs, for instance, that don't feel pain, you squeeze hard in there.
Obviously not Paul. Paul's not high on drugs.
So remember, we're going behind the windpipe with the index finger and the thumb.
Look at the patience on Paul.
Behind the windpipe. Thank you, Paul. Now, what does that do when you?
Thank you, Paul. Anyway, Paul is the man. Paul's a legend. I think that's pretty much, yeah. I think that's the only mention of Paul. Paul was never seen again, unfortunately. When it came to the gun training, Paul was no longer needed. He was just there for the self-defense. But Paul is a legend. Exactly right. Thank you, Paul. Let's see what they got. Let's see how early back we can go. So the earliest one is 1933 by the looks of it. The weakest. I knew I'd seen it before. What's this? Another one. Wow, what year is this from? More female self-defense. Anyway, this is not my videos. These are just kind of, I mean, I came across them because it came in my head. These are horrible, though. I mean, yeah, you know, 1933. That's not bad. 1969.
Ballet and embroidery used to be the main pursuits of young ladies. Now add self-defense. The secret's out. Those frail, delicate females can pack enough punch to put the professional grunt and groan brigade to shame. As far as Queensbury rules are concerned, well, what are they? Weaker sex? That's a lot.
Yes. Self-defense.
Just when they started to get cozy, she had to go and spoil everything.
Hey, they're not wrong saying to attack the fingers, even though, you know, no one's going to grab you like that, but yeah.
It's not going to be much fun for the mere male in Holland if they insist on teaching ladies this sort of thing. Why, it's not even safe for a chap to be out by himself at night anymore.
I mean, they look like they just did a little dance right there. Oh, yeah, that's going to work. That's gonna save lives. Bob Gregory, aka woman judo self-defense. Nah, I don't think so. The weaker sex. Okay, 1931.
Supposing it is your right wrist.
Okay, so this is 2 years earlier.
You will reach over with your left palm, curling it under
I love the
your
voice
right
they put
arm.
on. It's always
With
kind
the
of like
aid
this.
of your left arm, you will pull your captured arm up to your shoulder, taking care at the same time to keep the thumb side of the captured arm up.
Right when it goes like this, the way they honk. I like her outfit.
And
Looks like
should both your
special.
wrists be seized, extend your arm straight before you, and you will be able to wrench free.
This is a lot of this shit's Aikido. I don't know if anyone's noticed this, but a lot of this shit's Aikido. I said jujitsu, but it's not jujitsu, it's Aikido.
Will then elbow.
So what does that tell you?
Hands down.
Hey, butt
All
cheeks.
is done simultaneously.
There you go. Where's Dino? There's some butt cheeks for you, mate. I know none of this has been invigorating for you as someone who wants to see debauchery, but there's a bit of butt cheeks for you. 1930s butt cheeks.
So it's very effective and much
1930s butt
than some of the
cheeks.
others because it needs no strength at all. The palm,
What's going
right
on?
or left hand, should be placed under the chin of the opponent. At the same time, placing the corresponding leg at the back of the heels of your opponent.
All very dangerous. All right, enough of this self-defense bullshit. Well, we're gonna watch some videos that I've got for a bit of fun. All right, and then I'm gonna play the rest of the game, and then I'm gonna turn it over to you. If you guys want to watch something, let me know. If you got any ideas, otherwise I'll keep putting shit on. But I'd like to turn it over to you guys for a little bit at the end. What happened here? Ernesto is timed out by MS Seagal for 300 seconds. What happened to Ernesto? What did he do? Are we just ragging on him for no reason, or? All right. Anyway, I've doubled Ernesto's punishment. You can't keep bad mouthing Paul. Oh, was he doubling down on trashing Paul? Was he? Oh, he was going hard on Paul. How dare he? Yeah, he's got to learn. He's got to learn. You can say whatever you want about Aikido. Say whatever you want about Big Daddy Dungeons and Dragons, but do not say shit about Paul. That's where you go wrong. All right, now again, some funny videos. I thought Aikido came from Seagal. Well, it kind of, one might say it originated from his master who taught him, who was one of the originators of Aikido, even though Seagal, the guy died before Seagal was born, but apparently he was taught by one of the original people. Allegedly. This will not stand Ernesto. No, Ernesto needs to learn the lesson. He's a good kid, but sometimes you need to teach these people. Thanks, Buck. Is that in defense of Paul? Buck's chucking in a fiver in defense of in celebration of Paul getting his ass kicked, right? Paul being defended and Ernesto getting his ass kicked. All right, brother, take it easy, my man. Yeah, football. Have a good day, brother. Take it easy. Did I know, Bruce? Okay, this guy's one of my heroes too, by the way.
Hard luck after that loss today. How are you feeling? Excuse me? Can I speak English? You? Me? No English. No problem. Every time happy. I have a bien. I have a oi. Hey, a pope. Oh my God. Thank you. Go home. Hard luck after.
I mean, sometimes people are just meant to be awesome and on TV. And this guy was just meant to be here at this very moment to do all of whatever he just did right now.
After that loss today, how are you feeling? Excuse me? Can I speak English? You? Me? No English. No problem. Every time happy. I have a bien. I have a oi.
Whatever drugs he's on, I want some. That's all I'm saying. Whatever drugs this guy's on, I just want a piece of it. It's definitely worth having. He's a happy guy. All right, now I don't know what show this is. You just have to listen to the lyrics. I mean, this guy was not caring about pulling punches. That's all I'm saying. He was not caring about pulling punches or going in hard about the weight. Let's just say that.
You're so fat, Thanos would have to snap twice, get rid of you. And if I slap you here in the face right now, it's the only time you have a man hitting you. Man in Dubai wouldn't shit on you. If you were on fire, I wouldn't spit on you. How does it feel to be a pick me when nobody picking you? It ain't Phoebe, that's a pig's name. You're fat, stop telling on your thick babes. You go Greg's on your ones and call it a quick name. If Brindley goes this way, the man in the room goes that way. Spoke to your doctors, they said, look at him, I'll find your rib cage. Miss Piggy West curving. Look at the bitch, you can tell she hurting. I'll kill myself on stage right now if you start working. If I had a hotel and you stayed, I would burn it. You're not bad, you deserve it. Go gym, start working. You're Nancy, only sitting one in your family, bitch in the ground, just wasting away. If you want BB to focus, tell that bitch you're making a cake. This is London and it's flawless. What does BBW stand for? Big Body Walrus. It's nasty, your butters. You sat on Ivy Rose's face, that's why Sutters.
I mean, he just went hard. He did not hold back at all. This motherfucker. And hey, I don't know if these dudes. How do they come up with this shit on the spot, man? Like, how do these fuckers come up with this shit on the spot? It's quite impressive. I saw a chick doing it the other day, and it was a white chick too, from wherever this is, somewhere in England, and she was fucking good, man. Big up from the Stains, massive. But he nailed her. You want another? Do you want me to play it one more time so you can hear that, or we had enough? All right, I'll play it because it's a bit of a delay.
You're so fat, Thanos would have to snap twice, get rid of you. And if I slap you here in the face right now, it's the only time you have a man hitting you. Man in Dubai wouldn't shit on you. If you were on fire, I wouldn't spit on you. How does it feel to be a pick me when nobody picking you? It ain't Phoebe, that's a pig's name. You're fat, stop telling on your thick babes. You go Greg's on your ones and call it a quick name.
Yeah, it's pretty full on, but anyway. We need to thank you, Paul. What do you mean we need to thank you, Paul? What does that mean? Oh, thank you, Paul. Song. Sorry, I didn't see the last bit. That is a good point. I will do that. Thanks for that's a good point, Pork. Where are we? Thank you, Paul. Song. Get onto it. That's a great idea, Pork. You deserve a thumbs up for that one. I don't know how I can give you a thumbs up, but well done. It's a good idea. Give him a cookie. All right, this is in Australia. I don't know if there's any Aussies in the chat besides me at the moment, anyway. But this is funny as shit.
Anyone's put this much juice in a car before?
So I don't know if Americans say this, but in Australia sometimes we say I'm going to go put some juice in the car, meaning petrol. It's a very I don't know if that's a term that other countries use. Maybe I'm not claiming it's Australian, but I just know that we say that in Australia. And this guy actually put juice in his car. Which is I don't know why. I don't know. Strange.
Anyone's put this much juice in a car before?
You're not sure whether you put diesel or petrol in?
Well, no, mate. I got told to put juice in it.
How'd you fill up the car?
With juice.
With actual juice?
From the shops.
Like orange juice?
No, it wasn't orange.
Like apple juice? Or
no, it wasn't apple. It was like tropical.
Okay, right.
My mechanic lied to me is what you're saying.
If I got told by someone to fill up with juice, I'd think petrol, dude.
Well, if I told you get me a glass of juice, would you come back with a glass of petrol?
That's a glass of juice. If I got told to fill my car up with juice, I'd fill it up with petrol. They even say it in movies.
Why don't they call it V8 juice? You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, Google it. Go watch a movie. Plenty of Americans say, go fill your car with juice.
I did fill it up with juice, man. That's what I'm saying.
When in your life have you ever filled up a car with actual juice?
Today.
Before today?
Well, I've never had to do it before. My mechanic normally puts it in.
Puts petrol in your car?
Yes.
How long have you been driving? Easily your miscommunication. As I said, Google it.
So it is my fault?
It's both your fault.
60-40% his. Do you have a bucket or something so we can save it?
Drink it, mate. It's contaminated with petrol.
No, there was no petrol in it. That's why the car.
Petrol in it, mate. I can smell the petrol leaking out of it.
Well, that's why the car didn't start. 'Cause there's no petrol in it.
Smell that.
That's juice.
Smell it.
I just tasted it.
Smell it. You want to
Anyone's put.
That guy was literally. So you guys don't say juice, all right? That's interesting. We say juice in Australia. We call it juice. Well, I mean, we say petrol as well. By the way, I mean, I saw this the other day as well. You Americans call it gas. It is a liquid in fairness, but you call it gas. I find that amusing. We say petrol. We say fuel, petrol, diesel. Okay. Is diesel specific to diesel though, or is it diesel means anything? Yeah, I guess it's gasoline, but you know, you still call it gas. We need gas. Yeah, fair enough. Gasoline. That's interesting. The Americans always have to be everything different with your miles and your, what do you guys use for measurements? Yards. Just use fucking meters, man. Meters, kilometers, and shit. Yeah. What's GAC mean? I'm not down with what's GAC. Paul can make a rock so big, even he can't lift it, and yet can also lift it. Yeah. Paul's going to be the new Chuck Norris. Paul's going to end up with a new Chuck Norris following eventually. At some point, when Joe Rogan invites us on his channel, or Mr. Beast makes a video about Seagalism, Paul will have the respect he deserves, and he will have his own Chuck Norris little following. That's what's going to go on. This just made me laugh. I don't know if do you guys remember Chuck Liddell, the Iceman? Yeah, well, you know, he likes the ice. Let's just say that.
God damn.
Check out his jaw.
Yeah, look at Chuck's wife. Look at her jawline. God damn, dude, she's biting so hard. Her fucking neck's about to break. Look at Chuck. Yeah, show him why they call you Iceman. Everybody knows this stage. This is where you're so fucking antsy, like you're like, God damn, I can't sit still. I need a fucking cigarette.
Chuck's off his titties.
Antsy, like you're like, God. Everybody knows this stage. Everybody
Chuck's jaw is just off titties at the moment.
knows this stage. This is where you.
Shut up, bro. Chuck's jaw is just like bam, bam. Chuck. Mr. Bean. I'd love to get Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean was some of my favorite shit back in the day, yeah? He was an absolute legend. Tito Ortiz, wordsmith. I've heard that before. It's pretty funny. That is funny, actually. But yeah, Chuck, who the fuck is Chuck? Chuck Liddell. You know who Chuck is, glowing. Don't pretend like you don't know Chuck. Everyone knows Chuck. Yeah, they're gonna bang for sure. I mean, his jaw was just chomping around. Look at that. Bam, bam. His eyes and his jaw's going a million miles an hour. I do remember the Tito Ortiz. He is good. It is a funny video. We'll get to that in a sec. All right, so this is some fighting that happens in, I don't know where it is, man. Maybe England or Russia or somewhere. These guys are fighting on concrete floors. No raps. I mean, just raps, basically bare knuckle on concrete floors with no cage in the middle of God knows where. I mean, I'm guessing it's illegal. You got to learn to respect. Paul and Ernesto. We don't have a lot of rules around here. One of them is you got to respect Paul. The other one is stay away from politics and religion. But the other one is respect Paul at all times. You can shit on Sensei Seagal as much as you want, but you will keep Paul's name out your fucking mouth. That's all I'm going to say. It's all in good fun, brother. We love you. Anyway, these nutcases, I don't know where these guys are, but they're savages, man. Headbutts and shit. Dude's headbutting him. Headbutts, man. Guys are like headbutting and shit. It's just absolutely. Is this King of the Streets, is it? Is this what this is? King of the Streets? Or is that the other one I've seen where they're outside? What's this one called? Does anyone know what this shit's called? I mean, because this is not an official organization. This guy's wearing a mask. There's got to be some underground shit. I mean, these guys are just we restarted. Anyway, they're all nutcases. We'll go to Tito. Tito, what is? Dana White doesn't love Tito, by the way.
Tito Ortiz is with the winner, the world's heavyweight champion, Fedor Emelianenko. All right, guys.
If anyone doesn't know, Tito Ortiz was a UFC fighter that Dana White, well, eventually started to hate, and everyone disrespected him, made him out to be a shit truck. He wasn't that bad, but he said a lot of stupid shit. Like Brendan Schaub, Steven Seagal levels.
I'm interpreter here for Fedor Emelianenko. Everybody had question of what type of heavyweight you were. You showed it once on Tim Sylvia in 38 seconds. You've done it again against Andre Arlovsky in 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Let me tell you how you're feeling right now.
Now, is it true you're coming back in the fall, though, that the fight will be in the fall?
Yes, it'll be in April. I start camp probably around in the beginning of July. So, I'll have another long camp as always. But
April?
Yeah, I train 6 days a week, 5 days a week. I'll train 3 days a week. One of those days I will train 2 days of the week. So 6 days a week I'm training.
None of that makes any sense. Just listen to it, right? Just listen to it.
5 days a week. I'll train 3 days a week. One of those days I will train 2 days of the week. So 6 days a week I'm training.
Do the math on that.
Lastly, Chuck feels like he stole your thunder, and this is sour grape from you. Like, it's personal because, in a way, you're jealous of him. How does hearing that out of his mouth fall on your ears?
Jealous of him? This guy can't even put a fucking sentence together, man. Are you kidding me right now? He's reaching for those grapes. He's trying to make his wine, and the wine's already sounding like a violin with that cheese and wine. We'll see on November 24th.
As you guys get older,
talking about cheese and wine, cheese and wine.
Harder to get your bodies into the shape that's required to go at each other.
Not with me. I've only been off for a year and a half. I'm only 43 years old. I'm an old mature. I'm matured old. Very fast, but at the same time, my body hasn't matured great, just because of. My father's really old. My father's 80 years old. My grandmother's 100 years old. So my body is in great shape.
What is he talking about, man? Honestly, what the fuck is he talking about?
100 years old. So my body is in great shape.
Well, here we are with the Swallow Babalu. You did an awesome job. So what? You're a black belt in jiu-jitsu, getting an awesome submission there. I want to tell me what you see. Let's go ahead and see by the fight what you saw in the ring.
You fans tune in. I never let you down until now. I won't start. Tito Ortiz, Fight Hub TV. Check it out.
We know the weakness that you had, but you actually showed the heart and determination of a champion of how tough of a light heavyweight you really are here in the Affliction card. What do you think about the future of you, future opponents?
Okay, if we get a bet for your back, and come here and fight me.
Yes, and my back will be back in about 3 months, so I know all the fans would love to see me and you get it on. You're an awesome fighter. Congratulations tonight. Everybody, let's give a hand to Ronaldo Babalu, one of the greatest light heavyweights of the night.
A sustainable model. Are the other people on the undercard?
He tries his best, right? He tries his best, but and I think he gets overconfident and he tries to sound too fancy and tries to use words that perhaps don't suit the situation that he's in, which is a big problem. But it's the confidence he does it with. That's what makes it hilarious. It's the confidence that he does it with when nothing he says makes sense.
Getting a cut of the pay-per-views and gate, or is it just yourself and Chuck?
Well, it is just me, myself, and Chuck. So, as I always growing up, is don't ever do juice, as in steroids, right? Chael Sonnen gets popped for a juice cocktail. So people want to say, the question was, so how do I think this fight's going to turn out? I said, well, let me go ahead and find Chael for you. So the best acronym I can think of that is a juice box. Juice box being Chael Sonnen. And it was no more than that because he is a juicy juice boy. He likes to do his dabble in his little steroid stuff, and hopefully they do test us, which I know they will test us. They test us on all of our fights. But that just shows a sign of weakness. And a sign of weakness is him being full of juice. He's a juice box. He's a juice boy, and that's why that juicy juice box came into.
I don't think he knows what acronym means, but it's adorable. It's adorable. Take it easy, Donnie. We'll catch you around, brother.
The camera frame.
Fighting probably one of the toughest 185 pounders, number 2 ranked, Matt Lindland. Man,
That was amazing. That was the Bullshito belt that all want to see. Him at 131 years old, he's back for good.
But by the way, if anyone doesn't know, Chael Sonnen is the exact opposite of Tito Ortiz. You will never find anyone as good on the mic as Chael Sonnen, right? Uncle Chael is a savage on the mic. He was made for ripping people apart on the mic. He could have been a stand-up comedian and just destroyed hecklers. You couldn't comment due to hate speech. What do you mean? Okay, fair enough. I don't understand why is there hate speech on that video.
But yeah, I do got a big head. You want to know I got a big head? Because I got a lot of brains, baby.
He's got a lot of brains, baby. All right, maybe we won't watch Sensei Seth. I can't imagine this being very exciting, but I'll put it to a vote. Do you want to watch Sensei Seth at Sistema? Trying it out. Or something else. Seth, something else. All right, we're going to keep it simple because I really don't care about if we watch that or not. We're going to play the rest of Sensei Seagal or not. Or my own hate speech. I get banned a lot. Fair enough. Tito is great. He there's a lot of moments of Tito being a douche. Like, I mean a lot. So this guy went to take a Sistema class. I don't know when this was. I think it's a re-upload. I'm not sure. But he did go to a Sistema class. And he kind of challenged it without challenging it too much. So that's an option there. What is happening with the latest? That's right. I did release a video, didn't I? Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Just check out what's going on. Okay. Wing for president. I like that. All right. Anyway, sorry, we got sidetracked. All right, let's finish off Sensei or not. All right, so people are going with Seth. All right, I like that. Let's keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. We are going to PSP is going. Take it easy, PSP. I like your handheld convenience. It is useful. It's very useful. What was I doing? All right, we're going to finish off before I forget because there's no point finishing off half the game. We got 4 senseis to go through. Okay, now just to refresh where we were, was him, wasn't him, was him, was him, wasn't him. Okay. Now we got 4 more before we move on from this. Ready? Bam. Now remember, hands-on kind of jacket. It looks somewhat familiar to this position, right? Hands on the suit jacket. I'm not trying to lead you. I'm just saying. It's up to you guys. All right. I'm not going to lead you. Maybe I try and mislead you. 1 for Sensei, 2 for not Sensei. Now, again, don't be fooled by the background. Maybe I cut out the image. I'm trying to trip you guys up here. Who knows? 1 for Sensei, 2 for not Sensei. Or maybe it's just some generic guy out of a catalog. It could be him. It might not be him. Maybe it's just some dude out of a catalog. Do those hands look sausage finger-like? They look a little sausage finger-like. But is it him, though? That beeth the question. How many fuckers are chilling in here at the moment? 46. All right, so we need more people to vote. We haven't even got half the people that voted yet. All right, what do we reckon? Let's get a look picture. 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1 yay, 2 ex-nay. 1 for the yay, 2 for the ex-nay. And we'll start it fresh. We're starting fresh. You don't have to keep your score from previously. This guy's too svelte. that could be true. They don't show you wear and tear from Punani. All right, if everyone's voted, we're gonna reveal. All right, we're revealing soon. Everyone got their votes in. Rising, good to see you, my friend. What's going on? Brain Dead Genius. I like that name. Listen, you slipped in there. Tubes voted. All right. Everyone's got their votes in. Damn, he left already. Who left already? Those funky pinky nails. Pinky nails. All right, that is not him. That is some other fat Asian bloke. He does have women. Good spot. Those of you that spotted his long fingernails. It's a fat Asian bloke just not the one that we thought is our master, our grandmaster Sensei. That's the only difference. So just the wrong fat Asian bloke, right? All right, now hands folded. Again, it may be him from the early days, but I'm just gonna say he likes to wear black, and the hands are folded. He does like the hand on wrist. 1 for Sensei, 2 for not Sensei. But again, maybe I'm misleading you. Maybe it's too svelte for him. It could have been early era Seagal, you know, the Saturday Night Live era Seagal, before he had fat hands and everything else. Well, Humongous, you know, he didn't always have big hands. He didn't always have big hands, but, you know, I'm just saying, you never know. Who's that on his arm there? Is that Kelly LeBrock? Is that Adriana LaRosso? Is that maybe some date of his? 1 for Sensei, 2 for not. So we don't think it's him because of the hands, hey? We think what, the hands are too small? Is that what we're thinking? The hands are too tiny? Too straight looking. Cookie Monster, way more bent out of shape. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. So 1 for yes, 2 for no. Has everyone got their votes in? 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, a lot of 2s, okay. Straight looking, his clone, tall as fuck. Well, Seagal's 6'4". Old man hands. Well, you know, he's been in martial arts his whole life. 90s Seagal. Is that a 1, Jensen? Is that a 1? Are you ready for the reveal? Boom, that is John Travolta, I think, if I'm not mistaken, with his giant chin. That is Johnny J. That is, what was his name? Vinny fucking Barbarino, whatever his name was. Vinny B. Vinny B. Bam, yeah. Tricked you on that one. That's right. I'm a trickster, mofos. I am a trickster. Nice work, Glowing. All right. Is that Sensei Seagal praying? Think about the beads on the hand, the size of the hand. Photo op. I'm not going to say it's Dalai Lama related, but photo op. 1 for Seagal, 2 for not Seagal. 1 for Seagal, 2 for not Seagal. Is it too slim? Or is you can't really see the bottom half, but you can see giant hands. You can see some kind of beads on his wrist. And like I said, you know, he does like his spiritual side. No fingernails on this one. No muscle definition. 1 for yes, 2 for no. We can see the hair. It's not Seagal. Which one? On which one? You can see the hair on which one? It's not Seagal. Back. Zig, what's going on, mate? Welcome. 1 for Seagal, 2 for not Seagal. Too skinny in hands. This guy not eating in months. No cookie fat scene. Nuno, welcome. You're at the right place, mate. This is where everyone loves cookies. All right. 1 metabet. What's Ryu? Ryu. Who's Ryu? Ryu. From fucking Street Fighter. How's that Ryu from Street Fighter? All right. Everyone got their votes in? Are we thinking it's not him? 3 clone of Seagal. All right, we're going. No, it's just some other Asian bloke who's not really fat or tall. Just some standard Asian bloke. But I like that some people guessed it was him. I like it. All right, we've got 1 left. All right, I'm going to finish on this one. Seagal from the neck down. I got 1. All right, last one. Finishing up on the last one here. Is this Sensei looking svelte in his jacket with his pearl around his neck? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Brain dead genius. Don't worry, some of these are hard, and I am misleading you with the way I lead things, you know, the way I'm saying things. I'm trying to make it hard. But do we think that this majestic beast right here, there's not a lot to go by. I mean, I can give you a bit of chin if you want. I can't give you any hair. But Is that Sensei or a tubby bloke? Now, again, look at the necklace, the portliness, the jacket. 1 for yes, 2 for no. You got nothing to lose. What does meta even mean? I'm so meta. I'm really deep in the minutia of delving into it. I'm a world inside a world. All right, are we thinking Big Daddy or not? What do you think about that chin? I mean, this could easily. I mean, it's a hilarious game, Humongous. This could possibly be bought by Netflix. I should copyright this because I think it may be stolen by somebody, like how Carl stole Rockbusters. I'll try and give you a bit more. All right, I'll give you up to there. That's the best I can do for y'all. But I mean, that could be anyone's fat chin, really. I mean, a fat chin's a fat chin. So 1 for yes, 2 for no. Before we finish it up, I don't remember which one the votes are for. All right, here, 1-ish, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Joker, what's going on, brother? Welcome, welcome. All right, we're going with the release. The reveal is happening now. Bam. Big Daddy chin. It looks like he's got 3 chins there, right? 1, 2. Is that just shading? 1, 2, 3. It looks like some neck fat. Some real pungent neck fat. Good to see you, brother. You well? Hope you're well, my man. What's happening? How's everything in your world? Money. Well done, Beck. As long as you got one right, mate, that's all that matters. I mean, I think this game is quickly becoming one of the hottest games in 2025 and beyond. You get the satisfaction of that's all right. 50% is better than 0, mate. Well done. It's all right. If you don't get 100%, 80%, 90%, 60%, as long as your spirit was there and you're starting to, I think you're starting to get the size and shape of Seagal, right? Are you guys starting to learn a bit more about what the waddler looks like, his shape, what makes him, his profile, certain mannerisms? It's not meant to be an easy game. If it was easy, I mean, if I just put pictures of him in fat Aikido outfits, you'd probably guess it straight away. So I got to make it a little bit difficult. Can't make it too easy. I'm pretty sure he did it, Dino. If I were to go back, I don't think anyone got all of them right. That started from 0. We'll let the live chat replay decide that in future. I didn't say you lied. I said the live chat. I don't think anyone got it right. I think you're mistaken. There's a difference between lying and being mistaken. I don't think anyone got 100%. I think you all failed at some point. But we'll let the future generations look back on this live chat and decide if anyone got 100%. Whether that be Dino, who else claimed? Ceres claimed 100%. We'll see what the future generations who dig this shit up say about it. All right. Now the vote went with. Where are we? Sensei Seth. We're rolling with Sensei Seth. That's what the voters said. I can't be fucked doing that. It's going to take forever. That's all right, mate. Don't stress. No one's really paying attention 100%. I can't blame you for tuning out. It's expected. All right. Now, this guy goes to a Sistema.
All those positions at once, right?
Videos like today's are quite possibly the most difficult part of this channel. Not physically.
Why are there no captions?
How do I want to do this?
Dude, what's going on, man? I'm trying to put captions on. I'm going to play it at 2 times speed. Yeah. Interesting. What are we doing here? Why is this not working? What are we doing here?
Not physically. How do I want to do this?
It's inside.
Yep, try this now.
This is Systema, and a lot of people consider it to be the worst martial art ever.
Dude, what the fuck just happened there?
That's my bad. I'll make sure I keep you safe. So I guess it's technique talking. My thought process is the faster you go, the less technique.
All right, let's try this again now because it's annoying as shit.
Do you mind if I jump in there? Sure. Okay.
And this man who just knocked my solar plexus into somewhere between my smallest toe and the next biggest toe is a leader in the style. And this
Doesn't mean they can't punch you properly.
is probably going to be one of the more difficult videos I make because styles like this need to be questioned.
As I'm working, you understand how to work. I don't get you. Yeah, appreciate that.
And I think there's a very difficult art.
Yeah, 1.5 is too fast. I'm going to slow it down.
To walking up to someone who's proficient in something and trying to decipher in front of them whether or not you think that their thing is good or bad.
Yeah, but
Or bullshit.
in this drill, I think the danger that comes from you is more dangerous than the danger that comes from these with this. So I'm curious how you guys kind of mitigate that. Because mentally, I come in, I'm going to get hurt worse than you do.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to this. I am, but I'm not.
I don't know why people are scared.
What would you say?
I don't know why people are scared to just tell the truth and can like just I saw some videos of some MMA guy calling this system a bullshito. Yeah, so it is now. It has become bullshito. It wasn't at one stage when Mikhail, that Mikhail Ryabko guy was a bit of a legend back in the day.
You're doing this because you felt like you got beat up over the weekend, and this is different.
Yeah, no, this is
It's like each other.
percussive stand-up massage, really. So it looks like striking, and I guess it is, depending on how you think about it. But if you know how to distribute the force from it, then it's quite relaxing.
This is Glenn. He's actually run me through Systema in the past, but this is one of the first examples that we'll see of a style that just does things differently.
Like some martial arts have core tendencies or things that they go by.
So everything changes, especially when you have an armed system or multiple attackers. And I think what happens with something like Systema is that you have core principles, but they're not. You probably have 100 core principles. So you're trying to control your breathing. You're trying to control your level of relaxation.
Yes, I read the comments about this shit, right? And what most people say is that this is like a lot of it's internal techniques, 70% internal techniques and 30% external techniques.
And I think that's where.
And I will say one thing in the extensive bullshit that I've seen online is that
I see people completely relaxing.
there is something to people that can control their inner breathing and some sort of energy or stuff or whatever, but
not really how I get the views, Martin.
there's also some other stuff to it as well that I don't quite understand.
And from what I've seen of him online, he's got some pretty smooth stuff.
Like someone explained this guy to me, right? What's his name? John Chang. Did we watch this last week? I can't remember if I watched this with you guys or not. This guy can like set paper alight and shit. Someone explain this shit to me.
In the early 80s in a Chinatown of
and this is like in the 80s, right? So I'm not even going to say it's
Java.
Fake now.
No cheerful energy generated from his own body into his patients.
This guy somehow like does shit. I don't know what he does.
Sometimes just his hands. He called the energy chi, and it was so strong that he usually needed a grounder to hold his patient's feet.
I know we're going off topic, but
for years we followed always refused, saying his powers resulted from a type of meditation.
Now this guy apparently meditates all day, right? And I wouldn't believe it if it wasn't in the 80s and it wasn't a bunch of really British intelligent sounding people, because whenever someone speaks with a certain accent like this, it automatically makes you think that
serious eye infection.
They're a lot more intelligent.
I was getting really powerful electric shocks and couldn't control my movements at all.
Yeah. My first instinct is to think that this guy may be hamming it up for the sake of his documentary.
Positive and negative, and my positive from here and my negative.
But luckily, I am open-minded to Bullshito. Because I've seen so many real cases of Bullshito.
This is because you're special. You have a special sort of.
It's for meditation every day.
It's
What's going on?
Meditation every day. Like you can touch me, like this. It's nothing, okay? It's my burn.
I mean, do we think it's
like this?
Do we think they're all faking it?
This was also a shocker.
Yeah, maybe he's just got really well-conducting bones and shit in his body.
Newspaper outside and showed us.
So apparently, right, this guy sets a newspaper on fire.
How chi can also be used to set things on fire.
Well, the guy's got a cigarette. By the way, he's got a cigarette in his hand. Yeah, the British guy. He's got a cigarette in his hand. So apparently, it sets the paper on fire. That's all cute, right? This is great.
When he heard we'd shown this footage in public, he was very upset and refused all our future efforts to contact him again. As the years passed, we sadly resigned ourselves to never seeing him again.
Yeah, then right, magically one day, they came back, and he did want to talk to them again. And he's still healing people,
Grounding
right?
This patient, my cameraman Joe.
He's healing people and
Sometimes
shit.
Signs of this passing energy can be seen in the transmitter too. Of the real adventure beneath in the meditational technique. Projecting chi from the palm of the hand.
Hold on, here we go. Check this out. Check this out.
Meditational technique.
This is for you gun experts out there. I mean, he's using a pellet gun, right?
Projecting chi from the palm of the hand can also be used to resist rifle pellets.
He's basically Magneto. He's basically Magneto, if you think about it.
First, you learn to distinguish between yin and yang chi in your body. Then, how to pool it in your navel chakra.
I knew this would be controversial, and this is exactly what I like.
Then, how to project it, he says. And it's the proportionate mixture between yin and yang.
And if you can't trust a dude that's got an eye patch and a British accent, then who the hell can you trust? Tell me.
Which accounts for different effects, like pulling or pushing objects or igniting them. Then he gets really strange. He says that mastering yin chi is the key to the spirit world. There's a long tradition of Indonesian Christian.
He's by the way, I didn't mention that he was Magneto. He's also part. What's his name? Fucking Inspector. What's the guy's name? The bald guy, Professor X.
Is being possessed
Watch this
by
shit.
spirits.
Watch
so
this
people
shit.
bring him their Chris's to see if they're duds. Here he says he doesn't manipulate matter by projecting mixtures of yin and yang chi.
Magic.
He merely creates a field of yin energy in which, he says, if there's a spirit, it can manifest itself.
I love how no one thinks like a magnet could be used in any way by anybody. But, you know, ninjas and shit. I reckon he's got a magnetic dick. That's my theory.
So I invited a small group of scientists back from the United States with measuring equipment to test if it belonged.
So he invited a bunch of people, like a Swedish, American, blah, 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 blah.
Greg is the first guinea pig, and he's uncomfortable about showing that he can feel anything at all. Out comes the metal detector.
So he's skeptical too, yada, yada, yada.
His negative is his perineum, and his positive is... He doesn't stand on his dignity.
They're trying to test him for electricity or some shit. I love his
He's eager
jocks.
to help, but still... And now they're on the right settings. Chi.
I feel it in my legs. Shit.
Find. They insist we all go to a randomly chosen hotel room several miles away to see if he can light a light bulb with his fingers.
They're going to light a light bulb with his fingers. They make the electricity happen.
Pumps chi through the other.
Pumps
The
chi.
bulbs are LEDs, light-emitting diodes, which ignite in different colors according to the intensity of current.
So basically, he makes lights light up, right? Which is awesome. So
Already.
basically, he is that guy from the X-Men movies that can make the light bulbs light up. He's that guy as well.
Things were going well. DJ was enjoying it too, until he invited us all out to lunch at his local, where he tried to push a chopstick through the table.
So he does magic.
He couldn't get it through the formica surface, so he came up through an inch of wood from underneath.
So somehow using his chi, he pops the chopsticks through the table, right? I don't know what the fuck. I don't even care about that. It could easily be set up earlier.
Not only did he draw his own blood, but a chopstick splinter had caught Alison here between the eyes, drawing more.
And this is where he disappeared because, I don't know how he did the chopstick thing either. I'm guessing it may have been done ahead of time.
The incident was laughed off apologetically, but next morning he was a different man, drawn and upset.
He was
He said
upset.
he'd been visited all night by...
He was upset because where's the one where he's doing the chopsticks on the table?
He couldn't, where he tried...
On, off, on.
There's one where he's pushing chopsticks to the table. 1 minute. I'll see if I can
Then the
find it.
voltmeter to try and measure. According to Bill, punch at his public ever as he would sink from sight.
Well,
Him, his
there was one where he puts like chopsticks to a table or some shit. I don't know where that
then
is.
how to pull it in your navel chakra.
Oh, here we go. This shit. I don't get how this shit. Okay, this is
his students were trying
this
to
is kind of
master.
one that tripped me out a little bit, right? That's it.
At
Just
private
this.
testing sessions, they'd be asked to show their progress by, in this case, trying to push brittle plastic chopsticks through a hard...
Ah.
But only DJ. Some of them could make some dents. But only DJ can go right through.
Again, I don't know how he does it or whatever. Somehow, there's got to be some kind of trickery to it, but you know.
An easier test of projecting chi through the palm of the hand, he says, is by smashing the contents out of an unopened bottle.
Frank Dukes did this as well. Anyway, we're seeing the rest of this shit. Anyway, I thought it might be interesting because it's chi related, you know, and according to this guy, you know, he can do all sorts of magical shit.
This mother unwittingly grounds her child.
This guy's just got electricity running through his body.
So she's asked to...
Dim fuck. All right, I'll turn it over to you guys for the last 10 or 15. Is there anything you want to watch? Because you know, Sensei Seth wasn't really doing it for me, if I'm being honest. I would like to see someone actually attack the Bullshito people, not necessarily in a bad way, but just kind of call them on it. So I'll show you something right now, right? This guy here, I don't want to have a go at him, but this channel here, right, is the channel that I find a lot of footage on. This is the channel where, well, you'll see.
Because Kung Fu not easy to learn. Sure. And then Kung Fu, not one hand, one punch. Like this Kung Fu very easy. Kung
Have a lot of
whole body.
Dude saying some
your
shit.
Own cell body.
A lot of masters.
You see, I like this. You when you strength, like this, Wu strong Wu win. You see, you like this, like this.
Now I can't put the strength.
You see, this is Kung Fu, not like this. Wu strong Wu win. You see, like this. You see, I move like this. You see?
It's changed.
I change.
Really? Has he?
I
mean,
this type.
woo woo.
Assuming I'm a
Woo woo.
regular person, okay?
You are a regular person.
Maybe two, maybe three, and then I do something, okay? So now, one movement, 3 or 4 objectives.
By the way, these are ninja spy techniques, just so you know.
I'm so sorry. Now, this is one movement, 4 objectives. 4. But nobody knows. Right? From far away, nobody knows what happened if I start to do this. It's like a woman, because I'm dressed out like a woman. One movement, 4 objectives now. Okay? First objective, so is up. Second, I control the leg. Third, he face there. Fourth one.
Let's talk about our feelings.
That's a spy style. It's different from the battlefield style. Battlefield is what you see just now. But from the battlefield style, they compress it
You know what the funny thing is?
Especially,
All these guys that are teaching stuff, why does it look like none of them can fight for shit, by the way?
For example, when Yang Lushan
Just none of them.
When he was teaching in Imperial Court, maybe some prince and high rank.
I don't want to hear shit.
Once I have the thing or energy in my hand, I can connect into.
Like all these people that are grandmasters look like they've never actually been in a fight in their lives and have no idea how to actually defend themselves. Like if I was going to steal this guy's lunch, his lunch money, or his wife or his daughter's virginity, what's he going to do about it? Either of these two guys.
To him, right? And then I can direct my thing where I want it to go. Let's say I'm touching him here, right? With 2 fingers. And I want my thing to go to his head. Or, okay, whatever, right? So I connect in, go. See? His hip goes.
Oh, yeah.
Or his shoulder.
How about he doesn't tell him where he's doing it, makes it happen, and then afterwards we'll just see. Like, why does he have to tell him where he's going to do it? So anyway, this guy here has got a lot of this shit, right? This is where that Marshall camp where there's a lot of touching and releasing takes place.
Okay, this is more obvious. Then maybe his leg, his back leg, right? So I go down the leg, right?
Strings.
Right, so that goes.
He
right?
tells
So
him again. Why tell him?
It's up to me.
Don't tell him.
So this ability to connect in is, you can say, the 6th level, and there are more weird stuff after that. So even if I put my hands out here, if you try to grab hold of my hands,
then, for example,
Oh God.
push to here, and here knockout. Okay. Yes, here, same time.
Let's see what the comments say.
Knockout, and here, and point here.
Yeah, Mark.
Sorry.
It probably is a dim mark.
Using a sinking model where you drop the heavy trash behind the sink, and I did this for a very long time and wrecked my body.
Yeah, so there's a lot of bullshito going on. A lot of bullshito. All right, is there anything you guys want to check out before we wind this thing down? We're coming over the 2-hour mark, which is around about 2 hours to 2.5. It's usually acceptable for a Sunday. Guys, you were here. I think you just went proof. Stupid electric. Yeah, fucking electric. God damn electric. All right, what else? Did anyone send me anything that I missed on? Oh, is this what's this? Humongous, your promo. I will play it for you, mate. Why not? I thought you had your 250th already. I know what we're looking at. We're gonna.
Greetings, human film. I am Humongous, fungus on your rungus, scumdog of the universe, and the host of the longest running news show in all of Antarctica. Yes, that's right. It may be
Bro, you must be
only
high as
news
fuck.
show in Antarctica, but the Humongous shit show is celebrating 250 episodes. That's like 250 weeks in a row.
There you go.
I have brought you the
Pretty much
best
4.5 years he's been doing this. So if you're high enough to watch
join me
a,
on my YouTube this Sunday. For the date.
there you go. There's the dates there. If anyone's high as fucking up and want to find, I don't know what happens, news and shit, some weird ass news and shit for the week, check out Humongous' show.
The best of the worst.
Dude, how tall are you, by the way? Like 6 foot something, right? 6'6". If I'm not mistaken. Oh, dude, I gotta get this whole version. I gotta save this for later. I don't have the whole version of this, but this is the whole version. I highly recommend everyone go and watch this. And for those of you that aren't aware, Baz now has his own fighting organization called Karate Combat. I think he's part of it anyway. It's kind of like what's it called? UFC, mixed martial arts, but a little bit different. It's a bit more karate-ish. I don't believe there's any submissions, but it wasn't too bad. He did a promo for it with like the Mountain. I think showing what you can and can't do, but anyway. Yeah, I think he's part of it. I'm not sure how much he's got to do with it, but he's either a commentator or he invested in it. Well, let's see what it says. Does Baz Rutten own Karate Combat? Let's see what it says. No, Baz Rutten doesn't own, but he's the chairman of the organization. Okay. So he's the chairman. I knew he had something to do with it. He was a big part of it, but he's the chairman. 6'6". Yeah, oh damn. That is tall, bro. Wear that shit out. Sam, he does look like Flock. Who's Flock? What's Flock? Is that some kind of band? Anyway, Karate Combat is Baz's newest thing. He also did a new Karate Combat self-defense kind of video where he leans into it.
Now watch what I'm doing.
It's like part.
Bing, bong, bing, here, bong, ding, dong, ding, dong, bong, bong, ding, dong, knee, bong, bang, 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 dang, dang. Try to find a rhythm and have some fun.
So this is after Baz realized what a cult following he had, so he decided to make a second one. Now, this one doesn't have the same kind of raw innocence that the first one had, but it's still Baz being Baz. So I highly recommend you guys go and watch this.
First of all, don't street fight. Right? You want to do everything in your power to avoid a fight. And
Good advice,
it's
Baz.
absolutely impossible to stop that fight, you better be the person who's going to finish it. Now, never be the aggressive. Somebody starts speaking up to you, don't right away take a fighting stance. Now you trigger a reaction. Now they want you to fight. You can do the same thing by simply doing this. This doesn't look threatening at all, but I got all my defenses here. And if I step back with my right foot, now I'm almost in the fighting stance as well. I can block with here. I got a punch coming. I got an elbow. I can stop a headbutt. I can deliver myself a headbutt. You see, nice and relaxed. Now, needless to say, all the things that I'm going to show
I like to hang out with Baz.
you.
I wouldn't want to annoy him, but I'd like to hang out with him and just pick his brain. I'm a little sad that he didn't respond, saying that he'd let me interview him. But I wasn't expecting him to say yes, but it would have been nice if he did. It's like he could have considered it charity, you know?
I'm not really detailed. So don't think that, oh, I see it once and I can do it. No, you're really going to have to take some classes. You want to put this in your system over and over again so that it becomes second nature, because there's a lot to think about. All the little nuances, how to hold a hand instead of a wrist, because here, the arm can move.
Again, I highly recommend you watch this shit instead of all the bullshit we've been watching before about strings and chi. This is the way to go.
Here, I stop the arm from moving. All these little things are super duper important. We're in a bar. You can use the ambience while you're talking. Boom.
Take it easy, Pork. We'll see you next week, brother. We'll see you during the week, but if not, see you next week. Good luck with everything, my friend.
Boom, boom, there's the head, but that's the stretch. You grab the neck, knee in the groin, knee to the face, nice bell. And this works really well. Just slam him again, slam him.
Baz is taking up WWE, but you also realize that when he does these moves, I feel like he has to hold back so as to not bash the shit out of everyone. Like he literally has to pull back so he doesn't destroy them.
Again, there's always a possibility, if it was a really bad person, to grab a chair and then just bing, boom.
I love how the lady in the background is just cleaning the bar, just going about her business, while Baz is just teaching people how to destroy someone.
He's grabbing me. We're sitting here. This is just to show you can do more things. We're breaking the grip. Boom, 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 boom. There's a headbutt. Grab the neck, knee, and now swing him first to the side. And look what we got here. That's right, a box. Slap his head against the face. And now it's, of course, a free shot.
Looky what we got. Take it easy, Tuba. Good to see you, brother. Looky what we got here.
Whatever you want to do. Preferably, you want to go for the corner. But then again, we're talking about a real bad person. You don't want to do this to a regular person. As soon as he grabs my neck, I pull my hand here over his biceps. Now put my forehead on my own wrist. First, maybe I give him a body shot. Not too hard, because if you give him a hard body shot, he might let go. And then you take away the A's that you're going to use right now. And there's the uppercut. Bonk. And of course, dang, dang, bonk, dang, dang, bonk, bonk, headbutt. What is the moment that you really
See, Baz is really leaning into the bang, bang, donk.
need to do something, right? Oh, the GSP is right there. What would be the best self-defense tip you would say for a street fight?
I think the best self-defense for a street fight is to avoid the fight completely.
No, please. Bang, ear.
If I'm having an argument with
Bang,
someone,
ear.
I
like when GSB likes to talk like this. He's got the very strong in the accent, and It's best to not do the fighting, but if you must do fight, then you must break them.
To try to give my opponent a compliment. You have a nice shirt. Where did you get this? All right, I love you.
Comment for what, bro? What comment? I don't see your comment anywhere. Blocked your comment for what? On here or on a video? Or I don't block comments, bruv.
Your shoes, and sometimes it switched completely to an argument into a nice discussion. There's a beer for you. All right. Sometimes it breaks the momentum.
Hey, very smart
The
thing to do. Now, of
momentum
course,
is,
there are moments that you cannot get away. You're going to have to do something. What is a moment like that? This situation, worst situation there is. You're going to have to simultaneously block, initiate.
I've got 2 videos about Baz. I did a compilation video recently about him. My most recent video actually is Baz. Yeah, he knocks a Rottweiler out. He knocked out a Rottweiler.
Initiate the punch, and then you got to destroy the target. So as soon as he comes, it's like boom in the face. There you got to kick to the groin, grab the head, and a few knees in the face. Right now, boink, boink. And if he's not a good guy,
boink.
One more extra.
Boom, boom, boom. Headbutt. Time to react. Boom.
Okay, step from the front. As soon as he comes in, same thing. Block. Simultaneously, you want to block. And now you can try if you want to disarm immediately, but you're going to have to go fast. Now, this will be a very dangerous situation. Now, watch what I'm doing. I'm pulling it down. For him now, try to stab me in my neck. He can do anything he wants. Plus, I'm not going to do only this. I'm going to support his head. There is nothing he can do right now. Now you need to get out of the situation, of course. And since he attacked us with a knife, we kind of got to return the favor, right?
We kind of got to return the favor. Look at his crazy eyes right there. And this is only him joking. Imagine if he was serious, what those eyes would look like. This guy would be dead.
So hold him, go to the side, control his arm with my head, and now you can stab him with his own knife in the liver. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Now, everybody underestimates the kick to the groin. Kick as hard as you can, since you want to split the person in half. So swing your leg as hard as you can up. If it's 1 is good, my golden rule is 2 is better. 2 is good, 4 is better. Just keep on going. Now, if you're facing multiple opponents, a bar stool, grabbing a bar stool is always a great thing to do because you can keep space in between them. And especially if one of them has a knife, you really want to grab a bar stool. You want to keep this in between. And of course, boop, you wait for the right moment and you just hit him really freaking hard in the face. And while you're doing that, move him and destroy the target, as I always say.
Destroy the target, as he always says. Baz is an absolute legend. I mean, we accidentally just stumbled across that, but yes. I think that's all it is, actually. I think it was just one. That was the other version. Yeah, it was just one. But well worth it. But anyway. All right, my friends, I think we'll wrap it up there. We're about 2 hours and 20 in. I think we've had a fun little sesh today. I'm in a little bit of pain with my back still. So, yeah, my apologies if I wasn't my normal bursting with energy self. I've been trying to keep it together and act strong like any good parent or church leader would or cult leader would. But thank you all for coming, my friends. You're all legends. I appreciate you spending your Sunday with me. Yeah, new video's out. If you haven't watched it, check it out. The one we watched tonight. I've got a Bullshito one coming soon. A bunch of shit during the week. Hopefully my back's better tomorrow and we are good to go. But thank you all for coming. You're all fucking legends. I love you all. Stay awesome. And I will see you during the week. Thank you, Paul. And thank you, Sensei, of course. Oh, my do-rag was coming off. My do-rag was coming off. How dare. Take it easy, legends. Love y'all. Peace.